In this short video, I'll show you how I assemble one of these brettstools or board chairs, the chairs with the sliding dovetail battens and the tenon back. And to be able to show you how I put it together, I got to take this one apart. So we might as well see both things. The first step is to knock out these wedges that are securing the back through the seat and the batten. And those wedges end up pretty close to the back legs. So I just use a little block of wood to kind of get near them and just tap them loose. Like that. And same thing there. You don't want to send them flying across the room. And I have marked these wedges with this cryptic little designation, PR and PL, proper right and proper left. So that's the right as you were sitting in the chair, and the left. So just the opposite of what you might think, but that's important to know because they're not necessarily interchangeable. They're close and they might work, but you're better off putting them in the way they went in. To take the back down, I hook my foot under the top of the back and knock very lightly with a mallet on those two tenons. Then I can grab that and slip that out. You don't want to hit it hard. It's pretty fragile, and you want to catch it. So if you can't do that one-legged thing, have somebody hold it while you loosen it, because you don't want to hit it and have it all of a sudden head for the floor. Now to take these battens out, it's helpful to have something under the seat there, so if you're going to knock the seat around in this step, you're not scratching it across your bench top. And again, I don't use a hammer for this because that could dent those battens. If you have to use a hammer, put a block of wood between it and the batten. So I've got my hand on the back end of that batten and just give it a couple of knocks and it then comes loose and you can slide it out. And these I have numbered so that with a chisel. So that's number 1 and that housing is number 1. And then again, same sort of thing. This one is number 2. Where's the number? There it is. So all you have to do is be able to count to 2 and know your right from your left. So here is the seat. Now I'll reverse it, put the chair together for you. And so the units are the seat, these leg assemblies, and the back. So 4 main units, and then these very critical 2 little wedges. All you need. So you find the leg unit, and this one is, I think I'd be able to see it, number 2. They're tapered from the front to the back. They're wider at the back, and the mortise is at the back. The mortise is also in the seat, the square mortise for the back tenon. So you just slide that in, and it'll get snug about 1/2 inch from the end, and then you tap it all the way in. One thing to check is run your finger inside that mortise. Make sure the walls of that mortise between the batten and the seat are not on a step. Make sure they're flush. And then you put the other one in. See how far it goes before it catches. And then, and the same thing applies. If you've not got a mallet and you're using a hammer, put a block of wood between the hammer and that piece. So there's the base unit. And now I pop it on the floor to do the next part. Now with the chair standing upright on the floor, it's time to insert the back into its mortises. It's pretty simple to see which way it goes. This is the front, and you just slide it down into those mortises. I do need to just caution you that if it's tight and resists pushing it down, don't take your mallet or your hammer or anything and hit it here, because you run the risk of splitting it like I did one day. I cracked one all the way down the middle into two pieces in an instant. And so I just try to get them so I can force that down there. And what you're looking for is getting the back to come all the way down on the seat. If you need some help getting that way, you can pick up and hold the back and then tap the battens up. Not knock them, just tap them. But at this stage, it's ready to pop back up on the bench and drive the wedges in. So now, remembering proper right and proper left, so you got to kind of get upside down. And if you're in the chair, that's the right. So that's the proper right. The marks are on the side of the wedge that meets the batten. So then this one tucks in here. And this is one place where I do tap with the hammer. And I've chamfered the ends of those wedges. And that's the whole assembly. It's just as simple as can be.